Dean Martin, led twice for, I believe, 7 laps. Highlights of your run, Dean?
Actually, I got a great start. I was a little worried with I was a little worried with Boris behind me and Brett running the outside. I thought we were gonna go too wide for quite a while, but I nailed the start and caught Brett sleeping. No, I nailed it, and I just put my head down and tried to run away, and about 7 laps in, the guys were already saying, okay, conserve fuel. So I started short shifting and shifting in places that I wasn't used to, and I missed a shift over in turn 2-3, and Brett had a good run on me, and I wasn't going to beat him, so let him by and tried to stay with him, but their car was doing well despite my best efforts. Their Ford Mustang was a little better than ours. Either that or the Hoosier tires were a little better than ours. But we just tried to hang on to it and get it to the pit stop, and we tried to just stretch the fuel. We knew it was going to come down to fuel. So many great drivers in Grand Sport that we knew it was unlikely that we were going to get a caution, and we were going to have to really stretch it and try to make it a one stop. So we did it. We thought they were going to run out. We thought we had them, but the Leicester Mustang was just a little bit off the pace today. But it was really cool with the 986 bench driver cooling shirts in the car. We had a nice cool ride all the way around.
Especially when they're plugged in.
Yeah.
Ken Wilden, it seemed you were a steady 5 to 6 seconds back throughout your run, and then in the final 10-15 minutes, you dramatically closed the gap. Do you think you had a shot at them at the end?
Well, James was really strong, and I was just happy to try and keep the gap. We started to bring it in a little bit. Dean said we were shifting short. I'm sure those guys were trying to conserve fuel. When I got down about 3-4 laps in the end, I was pretty sure we were going to make it. I tried to put a bit more of a push on. The last lap especially, coming out of 2, I thought this was going to be an opportunity here, and for some reason the 70 Porsche blocked me the whole way down there. And I don't know what place he was in, but it was pretty upsetting. But, I think for us it was a great race. I mean, fuel light was coming on 2 laps from the end. It was touch and go. And, it was great for the Ford Mustang team. 3 in a row here for the Mustang. So, but it was tight. I mean, we were on fumes. So, if we pushed any harder at any point, I don't think we would have made it.
Brett Seafus, I know you've come close numerous times, heartbreak here a year ago. What's it mean to finally get that first victory for a family-owned team?
Oh, it's great. I don't even know what to say about it. We've been so close so many times. James and I, the team, I was fearing it was going to be deja vu from last year. I don't know if my heart can take that. I think I'd rather be in the car, but I don't know how much fuel's left in that car, but I was pretty sure it would run out after the checkered flag. We made it back. Can't be more than a pint in there. But anyway, yeah, it was a great run. Dean's right. He did get a very good start. But anyway, the car was perfect. Really had the same good cars last year. It was really good over the whole run, and we just kept it out front and didn't make any mistakes. And finally, the cards fell right, and here we are on top. So can't say enough for the whole crew. It wasn't without incident. We had a couple of minor miscues there. James and I probably had our worst driver change we've ever had, and lost some time there. The seatbelts got messed up, so we could have used that extra 8 or 10 seconds we lost in the pits, but it all worked out finally, and couldn't be happier.
James, you won in California in 2005, your first victory since then. How did you feel about the fuel and the closing laps and what happened here a year ago, and then with Ken's charge and closing laps?
I think we learned from what we our mistakes last year. Obviously, this is the one track where it is. We are able to do it on a one-stop race, so we knew that going in. We kept that in the back of our mind the whole time. Unlike last year, where we sort of snuck up on us at the end. And we knew, it was going to be very close on fuel, and right at the end, the last 15 laps, was just basically gapping, keeping the gap on with Kenny, and then right at the end, I just sort of was in point pushing and finishing. We didn't need to win by 5 seconds, all we needed to win by just there. So, I just kept slowing up more and more at the end just to make sure we were on fuel and like I said, we're turning on fuel right at the end.
Okay, and Ken keeps his point lead cut to 18 points. Questions for the media? Yeah.
Jack, any extra pressure on you out there knowing your dad is your watch?
I wouldn't say that's true. We always have, like everyone here, we feel a lot of pressure to do the absolute best that we can. Obviously, that's no less with my dad here.
Jack, now you're looking for your first win in the series.
Oh yeah, by any means. I'm just kidding.
For Dean, Mustangs finished 1-2-3 on a tight course. What's the secret to Mustangs dominating here at Barber this year?
I think we always considered this a Porsche track, but it's turning out. Last year Mustangs 1-2-3. This year Mustangs 1-2-3. I think when it gets hot, it's great when we come here in July. I think that's what helps the Mustangs, because the Porsches and BMWs lose their grip advantage in the corners, and it basically turns into a bunch of drag strips back and forth. But the other thing that helps us here is our gearing seems to be absolutely perfect. Like we're coming down that back straightaway into the brake zone in Charlotte's Web. The rev limiter the lights are flashing, and it's just the car with the gearing and the transmission ratios actually just work really well here. But the heat really helps us to kind of take an advantage away from the other guys.
More questions?
Congratulations again. Thank you very much.